Welcome back to Raise Create Cards. It is Good Friday, April the 15th, and it is not quite 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've got a little bit of natural light coming in from the left, and I'm hoping that means I can kind of cut back on my other lighting and hopefully avoid any glares. I promised in the video that you are seeing today that we would be doing one on Sweet Songbirds, and we are going to go ahead and do that. I'll have it uploaded and ready to go public for you next Friday. So when you're watching this, yes, hey, I hope everything is going well. Hope you had a great Easter. We are still looking forward to our Easter celebration here at church, and it's nice to have something like that to look forward to. All right, so I wanted to do maybe a sweet, simple fun fold. And so I did a little bit of a search, and I actually came up with this same fun fold that several had done over time, and with the same dimensions, the same score lines, and everything like that. So I've done a lot of the prep work to try to keep this video short, okay? I really try not to make long videos, but sometimes you just can't help it. So we're going to get started on this. And I've incorporated some of the new in colors, not all of the new in colors. This is an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Starry Sky cardstock, one of the new in colors. And when you score it, you're going to score it at 2.5 inches and 6.5 inches. And I've already kind of creased mine a little bit, but I'm going to give it yet another treatment with the bone folder. Okay. And yes, this is going to be landscape. Okay. So you're going to have your two flaps here, one a little bit smaller than the other one. So your large flap is actually what we are going to refer to in this video as the top flap, and here is the bottom flap. Okay. Now, one of the first things that we are going to do is I've already got my tear and tape ready and handy, and on this lower flap right here, we're just going to put a little bit of tear and tape for these edges. See if I can get that over there and lined up. I've got so much on me today, and I've got to hurry. I've still got a date outside with some flower beds, so we're going to see how quickly I can do this because time's a-wasting. The rain comes back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, and I'll be at work on Monday anyway, so I'm not going to be able to do anything in my flower beds then. So today is my golden day to get out there and get all that cleaned up. All right. And I think I made this piece a little bit too long. Let me get my snips. Oh, I don't need my snips. We're just going to tear that off right there. And I'm going to burnish that down just a hair. Makes it easier to get that top layer off of there to reveal the adhesive. And we're just simply going to close this together. And what we have just done is made an inside pocket. And I'll show you what that is for here in just a moment. All right. I was privileged to be able to order the new in color DSP. This is for your 2022 to 2024 new in colors. And I have elected to go, instead of with the Starry Sky that you just saw a little bit of, I actually elected to use the DSP for the Orchid Oasis. Now, they're double-sided, and so we're going to use the flowers for the top, and I want to put the stripes on the bottom. This top piece is cut at 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. And we're just going to take and glue that down. This particular paper on the flower side doesn't really have a right or a wrong to it. So it really doesn't matter which way you cut it, because those flowers are all going different directions. I'm going to take and fold this flat so I can make sure of what I'm doing. Now, you absolutely can cut this piece a little bit bigger if you want to. If you would rather have a smaller border, I'm just going to go ahead and go with the same dimensions that I was finding on several different videos. All I can tell you is do a search for fun fold, simple fun fold. Not real sure what I called mine. And nobody really had a technical name for it. So I can't help you out there. All right, we've got this piece down. And like I told you, I've done a lot of prep work in advance on this to kind of keep this video short. But isn't it cute how that is coming together? All right, you're going to want a piece that will slide into your pocket on the inside. And that piece is going to be 4.5 by 3 1/4. And I've already got my piece ready using the Sweet Songbird. What I did is I took those cloud dies from Waves of Inspiration and I cut them out of masking paper. Now what I currently have is Gina K's Masking Magic, and it's wonderful to work with. But guess what, guys? In the new catalog, Stampin' Up! Is releasing masking paper, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait to be able to order it and get to use it. It's going to be awesome. Everything Stampin' Up! Does is awesome. Okay, so what I did is, once again, I did just a touch of balmy blue in the background. And I just kind of wanted hints of the clouds up there. I didn't want them like really sticking out. Otherwise, I would have just put white die cuts on the card base. But I elected to use the Masking Magic. And it's removable. And once you have finished with it, it just peels off. And you can reuse that same piece several times before you have to get rid of it. Okay. I stamped the bird in polished pink, which is not one of the new in colors, but I really, really liked having a pink bird. So I stamped the bird, and I did the beak in Daffodil Delight. I did the chest area with Pale Papaya, and I stamped it off a little bit. Like, I just very quickly stamped it off. I wanted enough color where you could see it. But I didn't want it too light. Stamped the branch in Crumb Cake. I did stamp the leaves in Parakeet Party, and I added the little flowers in the stamp set in the Sweet Sorbet. It's Your Special Day is in Starry Sky ink. The grass is Parakeet Party, and now that's not part of this stamp set. It actually came from, and this is carrying over to the new catalog, Wildflower Path. And so I used this stamp right here, but I only stamped about half of it, about half the width of it. And I tried to variate it and go back in 2 or 3 times, stamping here and there to kind of fill that in so it looked a little bit more full. And then I used Orchid Oasis on these flowers down here, and I got the little flower from the Quiet Meadow set, which is also carrying over to the new catalog. And so right there, that's the little flower that I used because I wanted it to look different than the flowers on the trees, okay? Now, on this card, I am not real sure exactly how I wanted to use it. And so I thought, you know what, whether it's for a new baby being born, for someone's birthday, for a promotion at work, I kind of left that open in the way I have put this together. All right, so I've got my piece there. And as you can see, it just slides right in. And then on the outside, to finish it off, I took the layering circle dies and cut about a 2-inch scallop circle, and I stamped it with "You've Got Something to Celebrate." And then again, in the Sweet Sorbet, I did stamp 3 of the flowers, and the bling that I used, and you can't get it anymore, it's already sold out, it's already gone. I used from the Rhinestone Waves Basic Jewels, and I used these deep blue ones right here. I thought it went well with the darker blues of the Starry Sky in Orchid Oasis. And so what we're gonna go ahead and attach this, but you want to be careful that you only put glue and or dimensionals. You could certainly use dimensionals if you wanted to, but you only want it on the top part because you don't want to glue your card closed. So we're just going to put enough glue to have a good hold, and that is plenty. And let me close this up, try to kind of get this centered and lay that on there. But this is such an easy, fun fold. It truly is. It's just something a little different than the traditional folded card, okay? And it was so quick and so easy to put together. And so I hope that you will give this little fun fold a try. And I really hope when the catalog goes live, the beginning of May, May 2nd, I think, is the actual date it goes live, that you'll get this sweet Songbirds bundle. And I didn't even use the punch on this particular card. And we will go back at some point in time and we'll make another sweet Songbirds with the punch so that you can see actually how to use it, what all it does, and how neat it is. All right, guys, y'all be blessed. You have a great, great weekend ahead of you. And be blessed, and I will talk to you later. Bye.